Every day, more than 800 million rolls of toilet paper are used around the world. This is one of the most indispensable essential items in our daily lives.
Eu sou o Vitor, e você está na Tudo Tech HD. Por favor, deixe seu like, se inscreva e ative o sino para todas as notificações.
Toilet paper was developed in 1857 by the American businessman Joseph Gayetty,
who created and commercialized it as a medicinal paper. The packages contained individual sheets soaked in aloe vera, which were sold as a luxury product for personal hygiene.
The rolled toilet paper, more similar to what we use today, was patented by Seth Wheeler in 1890 and began to be mass-produced by the Albany Perforated Wrapping Paper Company. The invention of the roll made toilet paper more practical, and large-scale production made it cheaper and more accessible. It is estimated that each person uses, on average, approximately 40 rolls of toilet paper per year. The massive mother rolls of finished paper are seen wound on the machines. The view cuts outdoors to a large log truck driving. Toilet paper can be made from virgin cellulose, which is extracted from tree trunks such as pine and eucalyptus.
The scale of the raw material storage, both for logs and recycled paper bales, demonstrates the massive industrial throughput required.
To reduce the deforestation that comes from cutting down these trees, today's industries rely heavily on the recycling of other papers.
Check the alignment on the drying section.
Looks good from here. Keep the speed up.
Impressive and modern paper industries, the production of the highest quality toilet paper roll is based on an innovative recycling process. This new cycle begins with the arrival of tons of paper at the industries. The most recycled papers generally come from school.
Papers with less ink are the most chosen for recycling because they are purer. This means better quality in terms of fibers, which makes their processing easier.
At the beginning of production, the recycled paper goes through the disaggregation process. In this stage, the paper is rolls. Inside the machine, the pulp constantly passes through sieves and centrifuges to remove impurities, such as
the smooth, continuous movement of the pulp is shown, signifying that the large impurities have been removed.
The high-speed rotation within the tank creates a vortex, effectively separating the fibers by centrifugal force.
The purified pulp slurry is pumped out of the main cleaning area. A high-angle view shows the large, open tanks with white.
If the recycled paper has inks, it is subjected to a flotation or washing process, where chemical substances cause the ink particles.
A stack of clean, white paper sheets is loaded into a machine chute. The view then shifts to a dark, deep pulp. At this stage, virgin cellulose sheets can still be added, which helps to further improve the quality of the pulp. The pulp is then directed to the refiner, which aims to increase the paper's strength. Inside the machine, disc rollers. the pulp will receive even more water and will be directed to the main equipment of the industry, which is the paper machine, where it will
the clippers. The diluted pulp, now with about 99% water and 1% fiber, is evenly distributed between a
The pulp continues along the flat table, where the conveyor screen moves quickly, allowing water to drain by gravity.
At this point, the material is still very damp and resembles a pasty paper. The damp sheet passes through press rolls that
Up to 90% of this water is reused in the industry itself.
After pressing, the sheet still contains about 50% humidity. To reduce this humidity to an adequate level,
rooms, where water is removed by evaporation. This occurs through steam-heated cylinders called Yankee Dryers, along with
a special adhesive can be applied to the sheet as it passes through the dryer. This adhesive improves the paper's softness and absorbency.
At this point, the paper sheet is practically ready, with its strength and final texture defined.
But they still need to go through calendering, where the paper passes through a series of metal cylinders that apply pressure and heat. The final paper sheet is cleanly wound onto the massive mother roll.
the finished paper is then rolled into large reels, which can reach 80 kilometers in length and weigh up to 3 tons.
Very soon these large rolls, called mother reels, will be reduced to the small rolls 10 centimeters wide that we are used to.
But before the toilet paper is cut and packaged, it goes through a series of quality tests to ensure that the paper meets the standard.
The mother reel then proceeds to the converting process, where it will be transformed into the toilet paper rolls that reach the rewinding is the first step in conversion. The large reel is placed on a rotating holder that allows for continuous unwinding.
The paper can pass through an overlay system that will create double or triple ply rolls. To join these layers, a special adhesive or a light embossing is used, which is a relief stamping that creates micro-adhesion points between the sheets.
Furthermore, embossing is applied to toilet paper to improve its texture, softness, strength, and absorbency. To create the relief, the paper passes between 2 cylinders, a metallic one engraved with an embossed pattern, and the
In another part of the production plant, the cardboard tube is being manufactured, which is the core of the toilet paper rolls.
Long strips of recycled cardboard are rolled and glued onto a rotating mandrel, forming a large spiral tube.
This tube is cut to the desired length and automatically sent to the rewinding machine, where the paper will be rolled in a controlled manner.
During this process, adjustments are made to the paper's compaction, ensuring that the roll has the correct diameter and a comfortable texture.
Sensors monitor the thickness to prevent rolls that are too loose or too tight. These large rolls are called logs and are made to be over 2 meters long.
The logs are ejected from the rewinder and transported by a motorized conveyor belt to the cutting station.
The cutting spacing is normally 10 centimeters long for domestic toilet paper rolls.
The cut rolls are separated automatically and directed to the packaging line via conveyor belts. They can be organized into
In the packaging area, a continuous roll of thin, transparent cerastic wrapsiper rolls.
The finished packages are stacked and are ready to be sent to the consumer market.
And this is how millions of rolls of toilet paper are produced around the world every day.
If you liked this episode, please leave your like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to our channel and activate the notification bell. Leave a comment telling us where you are watching from and what you thought of this video. Thank you for staying with me until the end.